you want to make sure that you are reading like this. This isn't the most important rule, but I do want to say it's better to read with 2 hands than to read like this, because this is going to crack the spine. Now, don't eat or drink while reading. Miss G does this all the time to her own books, and eventually you drop food on the pages. So, if you are reading, there should be no food, no colorful juices anywhere, because we don't want to ruin them. And the last thing, don't write in them. We are again sharing these books, so we want to make sure that we are keeping them clean. So if you really need to write something down, put it on a sticky note, but we're not writing on the books. Do we eat near our books, Brianna? No. Do we write in our books, Vintage?
No.
Amazing. Flip to the next page, you're back in 3. Flip to the next page, you're back in 2. And 1. Turn and talk. What's wrong with this picture? Turn and talk. Bring it back in 5. Bring it back in 4. Bring it back in 3. I don't need to summarize awesome. What's wrong with this picture? What rule did they break, Zanaya?
They did the eating because they had the drinking because they spilled their coffee on the page.
Exactly, they spilled their coffee all over the page. Now, turn and talk to your partner. What's wrong with this picture? Turn and talk.
They
broke this.
You know what answer is? Bring it back in 2, 1, 0. What is wrong with this picture, Wayne? Or bending the spine. Exactly. We're not taking care of our books. Now, you're already on this page. Great. Last thing for habits. You got to sit up. Here are a bunch of famous people reading books because reading is fun, and they're all sitting up. It helps you stay focused. It helps you stay awake. It helps you learn. So, you want to check your posture. Now, you want to keep your eyes on text. You want to keep your what?
Eyes on text.
Here's a picture from Miss Furman's class last year. She did independent reading with 8th graders, and they've even got computers in front of them, and they're so focused that they're reading their books. We're going to be doing homeroom competitions for the longest eyes on text, and a bunch of other fun competitions. Last thing, you can react as you read. It's fun to read. You might laugh. You might be like, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened. You might be excited and tell your friend about it. You should be talking about the books you're reading. And last thing, you want to make sure that when we're reading in class, it's quiet. It's really distracting when people are talking and you're trying to read. So like Drake said, you don't want to talk during independent reading time. It should be the chillest, best part of class every day. All right, wait. I will leave it. Now, today you are going to be getting your own books. I'm going to be pulling you in like small groups to the back of the room to get them and tell you your exercise score. At the end of 2 weeks, you will check in your book with me. You will turn in your bookmark, which I'm going to give you. You've seen these in Miss Ummel's class. And you are going to take an AR quiz. We are not going to talk about those today. All you need to know is that if you read and understand your book, you will be perfectly fine on the AR quiz. It's an online quiz. But we're going to do those in 2 weeks, so we're not going to talk about them right now. Yes.
Also, listen up, track me. If you're taking your notes well on your bookmark, you can use your bookmark on the AR quiz. So it's like an open book test if you're taking your notes the best you possibly can. I'll come back later this week and show you all my books that I read are just littered with my own notes, and I go back and use them all the time. That's what good readers do.
Once you've got your bookmark, go ahead and put your name on it now and fold it in half. Again, you've seen these in Miss Ummel's class, so they're not new. Fold it where the black line is, so if you fold it in half.
Folded hot dog, then hamburger.
Make sure your name is on it so you can get it back and get credit for your work. When you come to check out a book, you're going to bring your bookmark with you so I can talk to you a little bit about it.
Also,
And
real quick, for homework, since she's not giving you like a worksheet or something to do for homework in your homerooms, teachers will just be checking to make sure you have a book and a book. Ah, man, she beat me to it.
all right, really quickly, as much as we are doing this for fun and it is all to be joyful, it's also going to help you bring your grade up because it's really easy to do. So every day, We are gonna be reading in class for the next week. If your eyes are on text during the independent reading time, you get an 100 for that day. Every time you look up, your grade drops a letter. So it's a super easy grade to boost as we end the quarter. Second grade, your homeroom teachers are checking for homework every day. Do you have your book? All you've got to do is put it on your desk. So you can't leave it on the bus, you can't leave it at home. It's got to be with you at all times. Easiest A you could get. I will put this grade in every day if you have your book. Then your bookmark at the end, you're going to turn this in. I'm going to grade this to make sure you understood what you read. It's a waste of time if you don't understand what we're doing. So I want to make sure that you know the important things of the book. And then that quiz I mentioned is your undergrade. Rashad, what's up? Oh, sure. Alright. But again, remember the whole point of this is to have fun. Reading is literally Miss G's favorite thing to do. We're going to have so many fun competitions with it. We're going to have, I'm going to start printing out all the covers of the books we read to cover the classroom. This is like one of the best times of the year to be able to read a book, and we're just doing this to have fun and grow.
Track me real quick. Ms. G, whoop, waiting on a couple eyes. Thank you, Talise. Ms. G doesn't even know this yet, but we're going to, just 5th grade, find some money, and the top readers from each homeroom, we're going to take you to a bookstore. You'll get to have some coffee. You'll get to purchase your own book, just like good readers do. So you need to make sure that you have your book every day. You're reading and completing within 2 weeks, and you're showing that joy of reading. If you come up to me or Miss G or any teacher and say, oh my God, in Hatchet, you wouldn't believe what just happened, that's an easy +4 on your paycheck and a way to boost your chance of being one of the people that gets to go to the bookstore, get your own book, drink coffee, act like a college student. So, secondly, Miss G, can you tell us what your favorite book you read when you were in middle school was and why?
I have 2. We actually have a ton of copies of them. It's the Bright Blue book called The Phantom Tollbooth. I like reading like books with magic in them, and this kid goes on an adventure with a dog that's like life-size and can talk to him. We know Miss G loves dogs, and he like goes on this whole adventure with his friends. My middle school did that in a play. It is the one and only time I was ever allowed to be in a play in middle school because I sucked at acting, and they let me in because I love the book so much. Second one would be, I'm currently reading, it's called Children of Blood and Bone. I'm reading it right now. It's a middle school book, and it's really fun. I think I have a second copy if anyone wants to read it with me. We can partner read. But again, these were my books. So I can guarantee you I've read almost every book on that bookshelf. I kept them because I loved them so much, and so I'm really excited for you to be able to read them.
Also, if I hear from a teacher that you went up to them at lunch today and asked what their favorite book was when they were a kid, I guarantee you each person will be able to tell you. I can tell you when I was in 5th grade, I read George's Marvelous Medicine by Roald Dahl, did a book report. It's a great book that's probably in here about a kid who hates his grandmother and tries to poison her. Yeah, great book. Tells you a lot about me. But you remember these things, and I guarantee you in 20 years, when Miss G and I are both bald and gray, she'll be bald, I'll be gray, you will be able to come back and you'll be able to tell us about the books that you're choosing today.
Alright, so, no.
Is she gonna look good bald?
I'm not going to do that. I will buy a wig. I am not going to be bald.